It's Harvard Square, and here we are. There's Brian, Matthew. That's Harvard Square. This is Harvard Yard. That's the entrance into Harvard Yard. That's a real famous old house, Waltham House or something like that. We're going to go in there. These are the oldest buildings in Harvard. This is it. If you want to know what Harvard is like, Cambridge University. Cambridge is the town, Harvard University. So this is it. Probably enough. Harvard Yard is what this is called, and this is the Wadsworth House. I don't know what I called it before. Anyways, 1727 it was made. George Washington stayed here when he led the Continental Army with the Revolutionary War. This is the old Harvard Yard. Looks like they're building something in it. But we're going to get over by some of the second, or no, the oldest building. I think that might be it. About 5 years older. This is the yard. This is the old yard, they call it. Ivy League, Harvard. Cold as it can be out here, by the way. It's about 40 degrees, I think. We're all croaking. See if I can get a view of Grandma and Grandpa. Yeah, there they are. Oh. Hey, Pam, turn around. It's a good one of the back of Pam. There's Grandma and Grandpa.
I found myself a
Brian.
Dad.
Okay. So that's really what it is. We're going to find the oldest building and then probably wrap it up here. On the campus, this is 1720 this building was made. Continental Army stayed here. It's the oldest one remaining. The university was founded in 1636 by the Massachusetts Bay Colony through the company. That's the oldest building. Freshmen stay up on top. The president and vice president and all those guys have offices here. Give you a little better view of it all. And now we're going to go around the corner and we're going to go see the statue over here of Harvard, John Harvard. We're going to go over see that, and then Brian's going to read to us the story about it. Okay, well, famous statue of I don't know if you can read that.
Zoom in.
It says John Harvard, founder. I can't even see the
1638.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you can make that out. 1638, founder John Harvard. And this is what old John looks like. Okay, now Brian, do you have some detail you want to share with us on this?
Yeah, this brochure says the statue of John Harvard is in front of University Hall. The bronze statue was cast in 1884 by Daniel Chester French, the same artist who sculpted the statue of Abraham Lincoln in the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. The inscription reads, John Harvard, founder 1638. However, since there were no known authentic portraits of John Harvard, French used a handsome and popular member of the class of 1882 as a model. Harvard College was not founded by John Harvard, but named after him. And the college was founded by a vote of the General Court of Massachusetts Bay Colony in 1636, rather than 1638. So that's why they call this the inscription of 3 lies.
So, good old Harvard. Okay, now we're going to go see the library. Make a copy of this to give to Brian too. We were over there. That's the oldest building right there. Advertising some dance or something, throwing their stuff out the window here. And here we are. There's old John in his building. Okay. All right. Backside, this is the same building that on the opposite side Harvard is sitting, that statue.
That's the Memorial Church.
Which is, oh, in the middle?
Just to your right.
This here? That's the Memorial Church. This is all called the New Harvard Yard because these buildings are a little newer, obviously. And we wanted to particularly get a look at this library here.
Widener Memorial
1959.
Library.
Brian, isn't that 1959 that says?
It's the, what is it, Brian? It's the third largest in the world?
Yeah.
1900.
Third largest in the United States.
Third largest in the United States. Harvard has the world's largest library system.
1914. That's the date.
Okay.
Brian, isn't it 1914?
Let's see.
It's 1914, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably.
Okay.
Something like that.
Because it's MCL.
This very well. Let's see if we see what we come up with. This guy here,
Harry Elkins Widener.
the Harry
Mother.
Elkins.
Harry.
His mother donated the money for this in his memory after he graduated in 1907 and died in 1912 in the Titanic accident.
Well, didn't go very long before he died, did he?
Oh,
And
5
this,
years.
So the guy was only about 27. Wall of the library. Make it out here. Must be lunchtime.
Okay, that's
you can go
cheers.
right down the stairs, right in the chairs.
Yeah, cheers.
You get anything, Brian?
Rebels are all the
Yeah, a
same.
little bit.
Well, that's good ice, Matthew. See, you can find the line window.
Hold on, something about the.
Who knows what we got out of all that? Just looking through the windows. But that's why I've got the window open now. This is Boston Common. And I can't see too much here. And so Sam's giving me instructions again. Kind of commons area, walk area. We're going to go down to that, I think that's Fennel Hall down there, but this is a big market area. There's Brian and Beth, and we lost Pam and her mother. They're out that way. Anyways, it's a pretty busy shopping area here, mall-like area. It's cold. Can't be more than 45 degrees out here. So, pick it up later. I had before, I think it's called Fennel Hall. Old style meeting house. Well, alright. What do I know? So,
Probably get it from a distance, Ken.
yeah, I did. Old Town Meeting Hall. This will be the last I'll show of this. We're starting this hike. It's starting to rain. It's really miserable out here. In front of this is where they read the Declaration of Independence. Probably a little write-up over here about it. Let's see if I can get that in there. So I'll catch up with these guys. Find out a little bit more about it. Alright, now this is the side of, what is this called, Brian?
This is the British State House, the old State House.
Old State House. It was on this balcony that they read the Declaration of Independence.
And where you're standing is where they got shot.
And then right where I'm standing, as Matthew pointed out, is
Right here.
Right here, it says they've got like a little commemoration spot here. This is where 5 men were shot right after they finished reading it. So we're learning a little bit of history here. The rain just let up a little bit, so we're out. It's not as bad as it has been. We'll tough it out.
That's all.
That's it. State House, the British State House, so I don't know how much of this is going to show. I got a good picture of that truck, so that'll probably be enough.
That's just one of the
Oh, low
buildings.
battery. This is going to be good. Maybe we'll just get a brief picture here and save it for another day. I'll have to find out the explanation. We're trying to get as much of this on film as we can. Market on a nicer day, I guess it's really packed. They have jugglers and so forth. This is the original market area. Now it's got a lot of little shops and that in it. It's right next to this Fennel Hall. There it is. Quincy Market. This is the original building, I guess. They had the market. Oysters. Yeah, they do get sick all the time. Brian's trying to talk me into one. The old oyster house, established in 1826. We're going to have some really old oysters. What do you think, Brian?
He is
Ready
dying.
to break down, Dad.
Ready to break down, slug down an oyster, huh? Yeah, maybe I will.
All right, Dad.
House. This is where Daniel Webster, as this says, original U-shaped mahogany bar, Daniel Webster right there. That was 1826.
You see any salt on there?
Yeah, there. I saw salt someplace. Probably right in front of me.
Oh, no, I want to.
Kenny salt. Get a little look here. We got our oyster. It was pretty good. This is the fish market. Stopped raining. Sam Adams in front of this Faneuil Hall. Seeing this guy, see what he says about him. Try it like this. We're in the Hard Rock Cafe. Matthew's waiting in line to get a t-shirt here.
Attention Hard Rockers, there's another very special birthday in the house from Portland. We have Mark celebrating his 13th year on the planet. Let's hear for Mark from Portland, Maine on his 13th birthday from all his friends at Boston Hard Rock. Happy birthday, Mark. We love you.
What do you think, Mary?
Lenore, your table's now available. Lenore.
Okay, now we're at the Hard Rock Cafe. This is the outside. Massachusetts Institute of Rock. And there's the van. Matthew's waiting to get his shirt in there. Here's the rest of Boston. We're about a mile from where we took that walk, that Freedom Trail walk. It's about 3 o'clock. We're going to head out to the Cape now, Cape Cod. See how that goes. Cape Cod. And we decided to stop off here at Plymouth, and that's supposed to be a makeup of, well, it is a makeup of the Mayflower. It's supposed to be a scaled representation of it. We're in Plymouth, and we're in search of the Plymouth Rock. It got cold again, probably because we're right here off the ocean. The wind is kind of nasty. That's what it's supposed to look like. The town of Plymouth. It's out this way. And, whoa. We're going out to, I don't know what happened to the rest of my family. Oh, there they are. Where's your mother?
Over there in the gift shop.
Okay, it's a good spot. This is the Atlantic. Woo, nasty. Well, actually there's a harbor there, or a little breakwater, and then it's on the outside of that. And we're in search of the rock. Not exactly sure where it is, but there's a monument over here. So as soon as I turn this corner, I'll be able to tell a little bit better. And that's where we're going to be going. This is probably the landing site there. I don't know. We'll see. That monument is the X marks the spot, I guess. It's a quaint little town. Okay. Now, pilgrims, take a look at these three. Here comes some hardy pilgrims. Having fun. Well, here we are. This is Plymouth Rock. We've made it. We'll zoom in on there. As you can see, it's April 23rd.
Hold on! You can't see the
1620. It literally is a rock. You never thought it was a rock. It is a rock. And it's in this, like, shrine. What do you think, boys?
Really let you go down and see it?
Oh, gee. She said it was a little big rock.
What do you think, guys?
How many pennies?
There's only so much you can say for it.
Those pennies down there.
But there it is, in case you ever read about it. That's it. And it's in this
It
cage.
used to be bigger,
Washed away a little.
but people kept taking chunks of it off, so they had to
we're all going.
had to build a cage around it.
You can see. Whoop,
Oh, looks like it's a beached whale.
this is it's out on the horizon there. And this is where they landed. I was right when I told you before that it was in this monument. Okay. That's probably enough of Plymouth Rock.
A couple weeks ago.
Okay, here's a little more. The wind kicked up to about 100 miles an hour just now. And it's cold.
This is when they repaired the rack.
I don't know if this will even show up, but anyway, here's some 180 years in the life of a rock, believe it or
Building
not.
canopy with pieces of the rock reunited.
I don't know. You have to be a pretty fat right. I'm freezing to death right now. This is unbelievable.
This is when it was moved. This is when it was a little baby rock.
Now it's a pet rock.
Used to be. They used to come from the humble beginnings.
This is it, folks. 180 years in the life of a rock. Well, as I said once before, that's probably enough on the rock.
I've been all these other rocks.
We've made it to the ocean at Hyannisport. It's about 20 degrees out, I think, maybe a little warmer. Yes, that is Atlantic Ocean. This might come out kind of black and white. That's because totally gray. And some other members of our group did not venture forth. They're much smarter than we are.
Can't coax Grandma.
No, Grandma's in for the duration. Yeah, it's cold.
Shocked.
Where are you? There you are.
And of course, also
Okay, how about if we scout out some food now that we've seen the ocean?
Yep.
Okay, bye-bye, ocean.
Bye, ocean.
Newport something. And not sure exactly where we are here, but we're looking around. Beautiful day today. Yesterday wasn't too hot, but today it turned out really nice. Just get a little view of the ocean here. This is Newport Beach area. We're going to take a tour of some of the mansions and that, but I wanted to get the real beauty, the ocean view here. I'll be looking into the sun in a second. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Pretty, isn't it? And then as we take these couple of tours, I'll give you an idea how the rich and famous lived. Hey, Matthew! Yeah, too far. Okay. You know, another mile. I wanted to get a little bit better view of the ocean here. Beautiful out here. Even with the camera though. Even with the camera it really doesn't do it justice, does it?
No.
Here's where the rest of us are.
Oh.
Ah. Hi, Pam.
Oh, it's not bad.
Pretty, isn't it? That's probably enough film. Used up. One of these mansions, I'm not even sure which one this is. Marble House, I guess. It's a Vanderbilt house. I'm gonna go inside. Pretty grounds. Gotta go get some tickets, of course. Out there is the water. A year later, she married the guy next door.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Let's be real creative. Okay, turn around. Here they are, mother and daughter at the Vanderbilts. Hi, Mary. That's all I got is the back of your head here.
That's the best part.
Here they are at the Vanderbilts.
She's going up there.
There's beautiful ocean grounds. Yeah, Mary.
We're just going to stop for a little while, then we're going to go in and have coffee.
Just going to go in and have a snack?
Yeah, just...
Okay. We could have tea if we go out to the tea house. There's the tea house. I'm going to have a little tea. Beautiful day. If you bothered to listen to much of what I said yesterday, you know how disgusting it was. Today's a lot better. Another mansion. Probably break my gourd going down these steps here. See how it goes. Another one out that way. Probably not. Tea house. Looking at the back of this marble house. And then if you can back up and look around. Yeah. Let me just do this for a second. Honey, I really don't have the story straight, but you can try me.
I was going to say they're the older rich than like the Kennedys, right? Kennedy?
Oh, yeah.
A lot older rich.
Kennedy didn't make his money until the Prohibition in the 20s.
Okay. So how about Jacqueline then? She would be more from the older rich.
Yeah, they're older rich.
And Kennedy married into the older rich.
Right. Well, he was also the president.
Can I take a picture, Dad?
Sure, honey. Get a little... Whoa, man, how did I get there? Just Oceanside here. Oh, I thought you could, but you can't. This is it, Newport Beach. Ocean Drive, that's kind of the way we came in, down that way. Oops, that's the sky. We're going to go over to that one, that's called the Breakers.
Where?
That'll be it. This one. About 1894 or something, I think.
They didn't have cars then, huh? They had
Nope.
the horse and buggy.
Horse and buggy. A lot of effort to build it. The tour. Get a little bit of this. This one's got some really beautiful grounds to it. We're going to walk around in the back. The ocean. It's got 70 rooms. A little bit more livable than the other one we were in. The Marble House. There's Mary and Pam. Hiding. And it's right on the ocean. It's called the Breakers. And then this over here, I'll get a better view of it, is the children's playhouse. Gateway. Get a little better idea of the inside. And back this way. Something else in it. Matthew, stay there. Another view of this big mansion, and then I'll come around to the children's house here. Matthew?
Yes?
Hi. How'd you like the children's house?
Oh, it's nice.
It's like a regular house inside. Yeah. And now we're going to go out there onto the grounds for a little bit. Beautiful sunny day. Feels like it's about 70. Probably not quite that warm, but seems like it. This is the ocean view of this Vanderbilt house. That's their enclosed porch. It's all tiled inside. And that's the bottom inside porch. And these are some of the grounds. Backyard, so to speak. And we're 30 feet up. That ridge of bushes is 30 feet up off the water. So Matthew and I are going to go take a look at that, right, Matthew?
Yep.
Okay. We're out at the end of the fence, and we're looking out down this drop in the back of the mansion out over the ocean. You can kind of hear the breakers coming in. I don't know how much of that you can hear, but that's where it got its name, Breakers. And there's a walkway here. There's a fence that guards this property. There's a walkway that goes about 2 miles down the edge here. It's called a cliff walk. This is the backyard again.
So there they are, Brian.
And that's it.
Brian, Grandma, and Mom.
Where?
See them on the steps?
Oh yeah. And there. Grandma and Brian and Mom, as Matthew pointed out. They're way up there by the... No way are they going to take this walk. I don't think. It's a little blurry. And I'll just get a long view here. And then that'd probably be it. Over and over again about the Vanderbilts and the Astors. This is where Astor lived. This is called Beechwind or Beechwood or something. And this is the Astor Manor. And it's right next door to the Marble House. Of course,
What is this?
this is just a little someone's caretaker's quarters there, but here we have coming up, as you can see, I'm driving and looking through this at the same time, which is a real trick. That is the Marble
You've
House.
never heard of the Astors?
No, honey, I wish I did.
Maybe Astor, but I don't know what you know.
Well, I've heard of the Astors, but I can't remember what they did.
There was an act. And we're looking at, it's sort of like the Baseball Hall of Fame, only not quite as elaborate. What do you think, Brian, about the Tennis Hall of Fame so far? What do you think, Pat? I don't know if this is going to come out. Might be a little blurry. Our garage. It's kind of for Matthew's benefit I'm doing all this. From times past. What are you reading about, Matthew?
1978 Davis Cup Finals, I think.
No, well, let's go in the other room with the trophies. Tennis clubs of the world. Each one has their own tie. I don't know if this will turn out or not. It's going through glass and there's kind of a glare, but
What's that?
they make a big to-do out of this, don't they?
One of those ties?
Each lawn club has their own special tie. These are some trophies. International Lawn Tennis of the United States of America. Bow tie. Looks like some suspenders and a badge. We're in another room now. And like women in tennis, a lot of information in here.
It was actually a woman who first introduced tennis to the United States.
Oh, really? Who was that?
Mary Otterbridge.
Uh-oh. There's a bit of information. This lady,
Well, I don't know if that's her or not. This talks about it.
this is a story about the first woman, or the first time tennis was introduced to the United States. It was introduced by a woman.
She came across it in Bermuda and brought it to Staten Island.
Very interesting. Early years, these are the tennis shoes worn by the early players. Something else, huh? So, history of tennis equipment in this room. won't spend too much time or film on this. I don't know if this will be glaring or not, but this is how they made a racket. A little bit too light, but anyways, here's
Like so many other professional sports,
Steffi Graf.
tennis has become faster, richer, and more
That's her
popular.
racket. Won the Grand
Turn on
Slam
your
with that
television
racket.
today, and you can find a pro tournament almost every week of the year. Every tournament is an opportunity for advertisers. Players are now clad head to toe in name brand products. It's hard to know.
Of the court area. This they're refurbishing it over there. So this gives you a good idea of what this whole area for the tennis association was like. That's where they used to have the U.S. Open. And then you go around this way. Oops.
Well, I guess they used to have grandstands.
They would play here,
But the hard courts are in the front.
and then they would play over here.
Oh, they got some more courts in the back.
Yeah, she said there having something going on inside that building. One direction, now we're just looking the other direction. And this time they don't have the tennis courts all marked off yet. There's the grand. I don't know if it's too clear, but that's the grand stand area. And then out there would be going to set up probably a couple of dozen courts out there. It's just the grass now. But this is all grass court.